Yo, what's going on? It's your man StickGod Travels, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna tour my Cuban Tupperware. People have been asking me to go through my humidors for a while. I just haven't had the downtime to do so, but now I do. First of all, it's a Tupperware. Best thing smoking to me for your cigars. Starting out in here, 65 over the pack is what I keep in there. As you can see, sitting around 67 humidity in there, and we're sitting around 70 degrees, so it's doing its job. I got into Cuban cigars probably a little bit before the pandemic, and they were kind of a normally priced then, not skyrocketed like they are now. So I picked up a few boxes. I don't have many in my collection, but I do have a few. Starting out are these little guys, Trinidad Shorts. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So these are they're the size of like little cigarettes, but they're short Trinidad cigars. As you can see there, it says 100% tobacco in Cuba. These are real good if you're like on vacation and you're kind of diving in and out of places. I found them to be very, very effective when I was in Vegas and I was kind of diving in and out of hotels and casinos, kind of sightseeing and stuff like that. Very short, quick smokes, good after the nightclub, things like that. It worked out. But yeah, I got a lot of those. They came in like a bundle pack back then for a very, very good price. So yeah, very good, and they're also very good to hand out to friends as well. But moving on, next we have the cousin to the Fundadores, which is the Trinidad Reyes. I actually have 2 boxes of these. One with a box date of April 2019, and the other with a box date of April 2021. I'm sorry, August 2021. Basically what this is, if you've ever had the Fundadores, this is basically the Fundadores cut in half. That's all it is. And I smoked a few out of here. Got the Habanos sticker there. Trinidad label. Get my label up out of here. Now, there they go. Very nice looking sticks, man. And they're very good. I like these short sticks. They go good with morning coffees and things like that. I've grown to fall in love with them. That's why I got a couple of boxes of them kind of sitting in the humidor. And like I said, a shortened version of the Fundadores is basically what it is to me. But yeah, and all these boxes that I have here that you're going to see today, they checked out on the Habanos website, which is the way that we go and see if these products are authentic. But yeah, everything here is registered. So let's move on. Next, I have the La Gloria Cubana. I think that's a Spanish regional. Yeah, this is a box date of December 2017. So they got quite a bit of age on them. Here, see as you open up, very nice presentation. Vinyl certificate there. Yeah, this is the Spanish regional. Yeah, this is a very good cigar. Very, very good cigar. Give you a look at how many I got left in there. A little bit of plume on these. Wipe them off a little bit. But the humidity is right, so we ain't tripping. Again, a La Gloria Cubana Spanish regional. Yep. Moving on, we have the Punch Short de Punch. Now, this is one of my favorite Cubans. It's got a box date of October 2019 on it. Probably definitely one of my favorites. I wish I would have got more boxes of these. Certificate there. As you can see what I got left in that box. That smells good. These are very, very, very nice cigars. Very nice cigars. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't have a lot of them, but the ones that I got, I do love. Let's see, moving on. We have the San Cristobal de la Habana. I think is this the Principe? San Cristobal. It's got a box date of September 2021. If I can get that nail on these Cuban boxes, always gets me. All right. That there. Nice little setup right there. And inside you have, is that 20, 10? No, there's actually 20. There's another set of these up under there. I don't get to smoke these much. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this because I forgot these were in there. Yeah. These are the El Principes. 25 came in this box. Not sure exactly what the size is, but if you're interested, you can look it up. It's on there. They're short, guys. So the El Principe is the one that it is. Yeah. Yep. So moving on. Oh, did I show? Yeah, the box date was September 2021. All right, moving on here. We have the Romeo and Julieta. Short number twos. Okay, these were two bubbles. Only got like 4 of these left. These are pretty good short smokes. Romeo and Julietas. I'm not sure what the total was on these, but I do know they're good. Look at the box there. Box date of April 2019. Pretty good stuff. Just a little cedar there. All right. Moving on. Another box of shorties, man. It's Partagas Chicos. These right here, similar to the Trinidad shorts. Very good short smokes when it's like cold outside and stuff like that. I don't do many short smokes, but those Trinidad's and these Partagas Chicos, yeah, I will do those. Yeah. You can see the box there. It's kind of what it looks like on the inside there. They've all kind of fell to the side because they're so small. They should be like so. And that came with 25 in that box as well. All right, moving on. Let's see. Next, we have one of my personal favorites. This is the Partagas Series D number 4. So yeah, this is.
Didn't get that. Can you try again?
No, I can't. Siri's always listening. So this is the Partagas Series D number 4, with a box date of something 2022. Yeah. So from 2022. Inside of these, let's see, paper here. Yeah. Nice little cedar there. And inside what was 10 magnificent smokes, which looks to now be 7. I love the cigar. This is a great cigar. Great cigar. One of the best coming out of Cuba, in my opinion. One of the best coming out of Cuba. Now, moving onward. Sit you out there. We have, what is that? MJ. We have the Partagas Lusitanas with a box date of November 2020. Hopefully I'm showing that right, because I'm just kind of putting the box in the camera. I'm not really paying attention. But yeah, let's take a look in here. All right. Look in there. Nice presentation. And then when you open them up, you have some of the longest smokes in Cuban history. It looks like I am down to 6. Yeah, 6. I gave my cousin one for his wedding. So yeah. And for those of you that don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know by now, some of you may not. This is Michael Jordan's favorite Cuban cigar, the Partagas Lusitanas. As I said, I got all these, man, when stuff was priced really, really good, man. I went in and I started grabbing a lot of these, but now I don't really know what to tell you. I know you won't get them for the prices that I did. I'll tell you that. But if you're willing to spend, they're all good cigars. All right, so what do we have next? Next, we have the Ramon Allones Superiores. And that's with a box date of August 2021. So from there, beautiful artwork there. And on the inside, you see the cigars. This is also a great cigar. This is a LCDH edition, as you can tell from the gold and burgundy band here. But that's the Ramon Allones Superiores. Yep. Yeah. like I said, I've had all these for a while. I haven't bought Cubans in a while. Um, but really like how these are doing with age, so I'm cool with that. And last but not least, box wise, we have the Monte Cristo Especiales number 2 with a box date of June 2021. This was supposed to be a very special box for me. I couldn't get the actual Monte Cristo number 2, so this was as close as I could get. And as you can see, this is a box of 25. I have smoked 4, 6, 8, 10. I've smoked 2 out of this box. Under there, there's a bunch of more. And unfortunately, the 2 that I've smoked out of this box are plugged. That's why there's so many left. And I'm guessing that the whole fucking box is probably plugged, unfortunately, because I don't know. But I have to keep smoking through and, just kind of check it out and see. But I'm hoping not. But so far, my luck hasn't been good with this box, and that sucks. But yeah, that's my Cuban box tour. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You know what? Hold that thought. I got a few singles as well around here floating around somewhere. Hold that thought. All right, I'm back. So I actually also have a box of these Oil de Monterey Epicure number 2s that are no longer in the box. So they're in my other humidor, my singles. We're gonna do a review on that later. Hope I got enough light here. And also the all-time great Romeo and Julieta Wide Churchill. And I also have some very, very special Cuban farm rolls that a friend bought back for me from Cuba. These are very important if you ever go to Cuba. Always remember that, because 90% of the tobacco in Cuba is taken by the government, and they allow the farmers to keep 10%. And naturally, what the farmers say, if we're allowed to keep 10%, what 10% are they going to keep? They're going to keep the best 10%. So that way you get the real deal. But in any event, thank you for joining me on my Cuban humidor tour today. I will have more of these coming up. I have a essential humidor, which is things that I'm going to smoke and things that I'm getting ready to dry box and review. And I also have a New World box tour, and I also have a New World singles tour humidor as well that I'm going to do for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. And like I said, until next time, continue creating great things. It's your man StickGod, and I'm out.